Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 8/18/8. We got 3/8, even though it's not an 8/8/8 day, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. So we're on a day of 1/8, having knowledge and intellect, especially as we start to bring the second decade of the month to a close. So what's your knowledge on the 8/8/8, right? How did you experience it? What are some things you want to implement into your health wealth daily routine? Because we now know 8/8/8 equals 6. So that's the health wealth daily routine, your moral and integral code. What do you want to put into your habits, right? Because we'll be enforcing that thing, right? 1 and 8 is also the internal and external side of the solar plexus chakra. So this is definitely a day of encouragement and ambition and motivation to really enforce the things that you want into your space, set your intentions, because as we enter the next decade, we'll be in the third decade of the month, which is the decade of creation, right? And so once we get into that decade of creation and understanding and stuff like that, we really want you to take, everything you took initiative in the first decade, how you blended it and harmonized on it on the second decade and really put it to work. You know what I'm saying? So, enjoy these last couple days. Especially like these last couple days is also flowing into the sun being in Leo on the tropical, the Vedic, and the draconic chart up until the 23rd. So like really enjoy this sun and Leo vibes. Okay. So we got the 1 and 8. We know this is all about the solar plexus chakra today and really enforcing the things that you want in your space and how you want it to go. Okay. We're there. So 1 and 8 come together and make 9. Whatever it is that you're enforcing to your space, that's what you're going to give birth to today. So, that's really exciting, right? Yes, because we love giving birth to things. We love making things. So you find yourself making new connections, coming into grips with certain projects, maybe closing some projects up, opening new ones, expanding on some, just having like really like motivational like conversations. Oh, it's mosquitoes everywhere. Okay. Yeah, let me keep this short. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So we in that 1 and 8 giving birth to these things into our space. So now we're going to take that 9 and we're going to put it into the month of 8. This is the month of transformation, death and rebirth, building and destroying. This is the month of following Sebek, which is the celestial technician, labeling things, classifying things. According to Raoul Nefer, author of Metu Netter, this is where man's ill lies. We have a tendency to get stuck on classifications and diversifications and, seeing how everything is different. Everything and everybody is different. But once you find yourself getting too caught up onto that you can't see it as a way to unite when it's time to unite, there's an issue. Now you're being ill. Now you're being, overstimulated in that 8, and you need to bring it back. Okay, so this is where a lot of people are stuck on, whether it's the 8 in the Sephiros or the 8 in the solar plexus chakra, of being so controlling that you feel like you have the right to control other people, places, things, and situations by saying, oh, you're not this enough and you're not that enough and you're not doing this and you're not doing that, etc., etc. And since you can't do this or that, you don't deserve this or that. Like, that's control, when in reality the only person you control is yourself. Now, if your vibration is so attractive that it automatically attracts other people that want to do what you're doing, cool, but it's not the same thing as you trying to control what other people, places, things, and situations are doing, because that's not what you want to do, or it's not what you find moral, or whatever. Like, it's not up to you. You know what I'm saying? We're all different facets of one whole, you know what I'm saying? But we're all different at the same time. So like having that, let that be on the forefront today on this 888, this 9 into this 8 energy that's going to bring us into 1 and 7. Having that ambition and that motivation that flows from God. 7 is that 7th house. That's that Libra energy. This also gives us a moment to rehash how we spent yesterday's 888, because now we're coming into our 4th 8th, right? Because we got 8, 1, 8, then 8. Now we got the 9. We're going to bring it into the 8, right? And then make 17. So now we're on our 4th 8th. So on this 4th 8th, this 8th of foundation and building a square, you know what I'm saying? Like, be mindful of your solar plexus chakra and how much you're trying to control and keep into your control, because it matters. Also be mindful of how you classify and diversify things, and make sure you're bringing your mindset back into like, this is still all one. So that also helps make like what it is that you're trying to do bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a purpose, you have a way to give back. You're here for a reason, you're important. You know what I'm saying? So walk in that importance, walk in that power. Allow yourself to be empowered with that knowledge. Out of everybody you could have chose, you chose me to do this, to have this gift, to have this ability, to have these desires, to have these dreams, to have these goals. You chose me to have these. You know what I mean? So like, they're given to you for a reason, and it's not for you to try to control other people to have these things with you. It's for you to do them. And energy attracts the energy that it's supposed to attract. Whether it's energy you want or energy you don't want, you're still going to attract it because you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you let that 9 and 8 do its thing in that 1 and 7 and giving you that awareness and that, you know, motivation and that trigger and that energy from God, you know, balance, give you the justice, you know, balance your scales. That brings us to another 8. So we're going to take that 8 and we're going to put it into the year of 8. So lots of building and destroying, you know, remember high highs make low lows. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, be peace, you know, be at the equal. Like, I know a lot of us want more, bigger, better, but at some point you got to say, yo, this is perfect. You know what I'm saying? This is perfect. This is amazing. This is a blessing. This is everything. You know what I'm saying? At some time you got to learn how to have those conversations with yourself too, you know, because it's like you keep giving to yourself and giving to the universe and giving to the energy and giving. And at one point in time, do you allow yourself to be enough of what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Be present. So as we took that at 8 and 8, it brings us to 1 and 6, having that knowledge of that presence. Like, how equally distributed is that presence? Is there a sense of self-organization, self-management? Are you serving others? You know, how's your health, wealth, daily routine? How's your bravery going when it comes to, you know, dealing with your health and your wealth and your routine and your ritualistic self? You know, this is all Virgo energy. You know what I'm saying? That Mercurian energy. You know, Mercury is still on the forefront as we still sit in a retrograde. We got about 10 days left, nine days left of the retrograde. I think we got less than that because the retrograde ends on the 27th, excuse me. So yeah, we got like about a week, a little less than a week left of this energy. And so yeah, you guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing awesome. So, you know, remember Mercury's still in the forefront when you approach these 6s. And so, you know, give yourself grace when you start applying these things to your health, wealth, daily routine. Give it time to like come into your vortex and stuff like that. You know, be patient with yourself as you start to take on these new things. Because we're still in the fire energy. The sun is in Leo on the tropic, Vedic, and draconic chart. And also to remind you guys, Pallas has entered the Scorpius constellation. So Pallas is the asteroid of the Pallas is the asteroid that rules over the energy, like the things that we're really good at, or things that, you know, that are our gifts that we constantly overlook. And when you stop overlooking where your gifts are at, like, you know, with Pallas being a Scorpius, it's going to put you in a space of power. It's going to put you in some powerful rooms. It's going to put you on a throne. It's going to put you like at the head of certain tables. So pay attention to the different heads of tables that you end up in your conversations and your building and your creation of things and stuff like that. Like, that's where you're supposed to be. Now, if you go over there and you start bitching and moaning and complaining, saying it's not wrong with me, I'm over here, but they not helping me, then you're not recognizing the fact that you're in that throne in that room, and maybe you don't deserve it. Maybe you need to do the 8s on it and just build and destroy on that joint. Maybe that's not really what you want. And that's okay. Sometimes we have to experience things to experience that, hey, maybe this ain't the throne that I wanted to be on. Maybe this is too much. Maybe I don't want to sit at the heads of these tables and stuff like that. And that's perfectly fine. The whole point is you're allowing yourself to experience it to find out for real, right? So, right. We did the 9 and 8 to the 1 and 7. Then we go to the 8 within the 8. That's 1 and 6. So overall, today is the day of 7. Just making sure that what's in your heart is being reflected on the outside. We're dealing with bonds and contracts, health, wealth, daily routine. You know, really allowing your heart to reflect in your external world, and, you know, allowing things to be enough. You know, keeping your heart as light as a feather, especially after experiencing that moon and the constellations. Yesterday was kind of crazy. Capricorn and Sagittarius. Yesterday the moon was in alignment with Pluto. It was a lot of things going on in our spirit, in the spiritual realm, in our inside of spaces and stuff like that. But we move forward in gratitude, right? Be mindful of what you give birth to. So astrologically speaking, we start the day off with a 97% waxing gibbous moon rising at 7:35 p.m. and setting at 4:22 a.m. We're in Aquarius in our mindset, so that detachment, social awareness. Capricorn is sidereal and constellation, still building on our authority. In the 9th house of Sagittarius, ruled by Aquarius, detachment. Sunrise at 6:14 a.m. and setting at 7:51 p.m. Kappa Cygnus reach max activity at 3 an hour. Mercury is inferior conjunction between the Earth and Sun at 9:51 p.m. and no, it's not visible. Mercury will be 4.5 degrees south-southwest. So we have that alignment between Mercury, our communication, Earth, and the Sun. So today is a great day for invocation on what you want to see in your space. To my cosmic nobodies and my spellcasters today, be mindful of that moon over there in the Capricorn Aquarius around Pluto. providing transformations to your insight and what you have in your root chakra. And that's what I got for you today, my cosmic nobodies. Enjoy.